Hello and welcome to Fit Life Radio, the place where you can learn a little bit more about how your body works and find new ways to improve your health. I'm your host Petio, and I hope to provide you with as much valuable information and inspire you to become a better version of yourself. Nice sip of water is never going to hurt. Alright, what's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of Fit Life Radio. In today's episode, we are taking a little bit different turn and we are answering questions from Quora, or I'm answering questions from Quora. I figured that those are pretty common questions, and I think if I answer them, I might actually provide someone with valuable information and may benefit someone, so why not trying? So without further ado, let's get started. How can I eat healthy and not be overweight? This is the very first question that we're going to answer. Excuse me for my chair. How can I eat healthy and not be overweight? Okay, well, let's start from there. What does it mean to eat healthy? Now, eating healthy in general, it's a very broad statement actually. I quite like it because it's so diverse that you can't believe it, honestly. Like, eating healthy means that you're getting enough nutrients for your body. Eating healthy means that you're aware of what your body individual needs are and you're making sure to provide it. Like, eating healthy means that you're getting sufficient amount of different nutrients that your body needs. So it might be some greens or vegetables. It might means more protein. It might mean less toxic trans fats and having more healthy fats. It might mean not having carbohydrates at all. It might mean introducing some carbohydrates. So eating healthy, it's really not a specific diet, and for sure it doesn't mean that you should eat the foods that are labeled as healthy. Like, this is a huge thing because I'm gonna give you a simple example. Like, you know how nuts are healthy, right? They're a very good source of protein and fibers, as well as like a very good source of fats, right? Well, if I eat nuts, I'm gonna benefit a lot from them because I don't have any problems eating nuts. But I have a friend who is allergic to peanuts, for example. So if he eats peanuts, regardless of how great they are and how healthy they are, he's gonna suffer quite a lot. So my point is that eating healthy is very individual, and the first thing that you need to do is identify what does that mean for your body. So what does it mean to eat healthy? What sort of nutrients you need to provide to your body and stuff like that. So uh, it's the very first step of improving your overall health. And like, this person is asking if he can eat healthy and not be overweight. Like, being overweight kind of have a lot of something in common, or a lot to do with the amount of calories you're getting. So let's say you're eating more calories than you should, you're gonna end up gaining weight, regardless whether that calories come from healthy food or not. So at the end of the day, being overweight doesn't really necessarily means that you're not eating healthy, and eating healthy doesn't like correlate to being overweight or not being overweight. Now, with that being said, uh, as I said, eating healthy is one of the first steps, because eating healthy is going to promote a better digestion, it's going to promote better gut health, it's going to promote better sleep, it's going to promote more energy, which is going to supplement your journey of weight loss. But just by eating healthy, yeah, a lot of the times actually, by eating healthy, people are getting better health and therefore they're able to reduce their fat. Or a lot of the times, like, people are um, when they kind of start to pay attention of those needs that they have, maybe they will end up replacing, for example, some of the desserts with a salad at the end of the day, and that can play a huge role in the calorie count. But if you don't adjust your calories at the end of the day and pay attention to that, you're not really going to end up losing weight. So um, yes, you're way better eating healthy and being overweight than being overweight and eating crap. And you should 100% start with eating healthy, but that doesn't mean that this is going to directly correlate to you losing weight. So um, to the question, yes, you can 100% eat healthy and not be overweight, but if you're counting on eating healthy to lose weight, you're not really on the right track. However, you should start and improve your health first before you try losing weight. So, this is it. Now, second question: how do I lose weight without exercising daily? Um, Kind of not similar question, but in the same frequency, if I can say so. Um, well, what does it mean to exercise daily? Going to the gym, going to exercise or practice specific sport, or just be active. Um, you can 100% lose weight without exercising daily by just adjusting calories, as I said. At the end of the day, if you're eating less than your body needs, it's gonna end up like basically losing weight, right? However, that might not be the best possible scenario or the most sufficient way or sustainable way, just because your body kind of has this um, cap- the your body has the ability to adapt to the caloric intake. So if you drop your calories with like 200, let's say, after a few weeks your body is going to adapt, and this is going to be the baseline, this is going to become the maintenance. Then you're going to drop 200 more calories and your body is going to like lose some weight, but then this is going to be your maintenance. So like, let's say over the course of 2 months you're gonna gradually drop your calories and you're gonna end up losing a bit of weight, but you're gonna end up uh, as we kind of say, slowing your metabolism down. Or like, let's say from 2000 calories, if you drop to um, like 1400 over the course of 2 months, like those 1400, now this is going to be your maintenance level. And um, as soon as you start eating a little bit more than that maintenance level, you're going to end up gaining back the weights. So you can theoretically lose weight without exercising and just by adjusting your calories, but I think exercising has way more benefits than just helping you lose weight. Like, exercising can promote muscle growth and strength, and like, just not being overweight, it's nice, but being also strong, it's way better, I think, at least in my opinion. Or being capable of like different movements or different activities, I think it's way better. Now, I do get that not every single person has the time and ability to exercise daily, and this is what I started answering this question with kind of an another question of like, what does it mean to exercise daily? Because um you like, yeah, like me, it takes me like 2 hours in the gym to exercise, but this is something that I like. If you don't have the time and you don't like exercising, you can find something else that makes you active during the day. Like, you can go to dancing classes, you can go to swim, you can go to bouldering or rock climbing, you can go to so many different things. Like, don't just look at any sort of activities as exercises. Maybe try to see them as a fun activity that you do, and you help your body this way. And I think that has much more value than like thinking of a movement or exercise as something that you kind of punish yourself in order to not be overweight or whatever. I think it's like activity and movement in general has much more value than just like keeping us in shape. So my advice is like try to find some sort of activity that you really enjoy. If for you exercising daily mean like literally going to the gym and performing some like resistant training type of exercises, so like this is going to help you much more. And if you really can't have the like if you really don't have the time and hate like exercising, and you're not the sporty type of person and you can't find like any sort of activity that might excite you, just try to walk a bit more. Like walking is not an exercise, even though like we evolved to walk and we were evolved to be pretty good at walking, and we kind of like we're forgetting to how to walk these days because we are sitting much more than we're walking or active. Like try to practice this. Try to go for half an hour a day for a walk, or try to go for 10 minutes after each meal for a walk, like 3 meals a day, 10 minutes after. Like you're gonna end up walking 30 minutes more that you already do. um, it could be it could be a way to get a little bit more exercise in your day, and or a bit more activity if you don't like the word exercise. But yes, you can 100% lose weight without exercising, but I think um, uh, they're so connected uh, in terms of health that it just like they go together so well. And you're gonna save yourself a lot of headaches for the future if you implement some sort of movement instead of only relying on calories. Because as I said, like if you only rely on calories to lose weight, I mean, it highly depends where your metabolism is. Because if you're at 3000 calories maintenance, you drop down by like over the course of a few months to 2000. This becomes your maintenance and you achieve your ideal weight and you're pretty happy at 2000 calories. Yeah, that's pretty fine. But if your maintenance is like at 1200 calories and you want to lose weight and you drop down to like 600 calories, this is not sustainable for sure. Like there is no single person that can uh, sustain, especially in the day we're living with so much access to food. There is no person that can like sustainably eating 600 calories every single day. So at some point you will want to eat a bit more. You will want to like go out with your friends and have like a meal or whatever. So you will end up like skipping those uh, like kind of like low calorie days, and you will end up gaining more weight. So that's not very ideal, I think, because like why would you want to damage your metabolism even more, you know? So I highly recommend, like, yeah, do adjust your calories. Start by healthy eating, as we mentioned in the first question, but implement some sort of movement. I think is way gonna be way more beneficial. And like I said, it doesn't have to be some sort of strict exercise or uh, like intense activity. It can be just walking. It can be just enjoying some sort of other activity. I mean, there's so many stuff that people can do. It's just insane, and we have access to them after all. Like it's not that we live 500 years ago where there's like access to maybe like I don't know running only outside, and like nobody has ever thought about any sort of sport. Like I mean, we have access to so many different activities right now. Why don't just take advantage of them? Anyway, so moving to the next question. I want to slim down, but I do not want muscle. What should I do? Um, well, let me start from there. Um, if you compare 1 kilogram of muscle and 1 kilogram of fat, like visually they look so different. Like if you look at your fist, this is pretty much 1 kilogram of muscle. Like the volume of it, like the look of it, this is pretty much how does it look like 1 kilogram of muscle. Now, twice more in terms of volume is 1 kilogram of fat. Um, like I know that I'm sure, like I think I can bet that this question is asked by a girl. I can probably check, but it doesn't matter. Like, just in general, most of the girls or most of the women, they don't want to be bulky. They don't want to be muscular, and this is why they're afraid of. So this is why they say like, I want to slim down, but I don't want muscles. Trust me, you're not going to get muscles. Like if you are that type of person that can touch weights and put like 10 kilograms of muscle in your body, uh, honestly, you're going to be researched by scientists all day long. Really. Like, it's so rare to find like a female body that responds that fast. Like, I mean, male body doesn't respond that fast to stimulus. And female body, just it doesn't have the uh, that amount of hormones that is going to make it build so much muscle. So uh, and like, having muscles is so beneficial for you. Like, having more muscles means that uh, I mean, you don't want muscles, but your entire body is pretty much based on muscles. Your heart is muscle, your organs are muscle, your blood vessels are pretty much tiny muscles. um, Trust me, you do want muscles in terms of health, but also uh, the more muscles you have, uh, the faster metabolism you have. So in the previous Q&A or Quora answering episode, I mentioned how I gave the analogy of a car. So if you compare a car with a very small engine and a car with a big engine, which car is going to burn more calories just by running on a parking lot, or by like being used in general? The bigger car, right? Of course. So the more muscles you have, the more calories you're just gonna burn on a daily basis, which means that you have more room to intermittently maybe like introduce not that kind of like pleasure foods, if I can use this. Of course, I can use pleasure foods are 100% like all the fast foods and stuff like that. So like, of course there are times when you go out with your friends. Of course there's time when you want to have a beer or like some like glass of wine or whatever. Of course there's time when you want to have a piece of cake. Of course there's time when you're on a gathering and you want to try different meals, or you travel, so you want to try different cuisine and stuff like that. Of course you're gonna end up having more calories than like in usual. Like, if you have the room to have more calories, it's going to be way easier to survive in this modern time when like calories are so accessible. So uh, it is possible to slim down without having muscles, but if you have muscles, if you build muscle, if you put muscles on your body, this is going to help you so much with your slimming down process. Like, it's going to be so much more beneficial for you to have muscles. And like, trust me, slimming down, it might seems like a dream physique of yours, but if you have muscles, whoever you are, I don't care if you're like a female or a male, if you put more muscles, you're going to look first slimmer, or like with less weight, and your physique, or your physique is going to be more aesthetically pleasing, regardless whether you're a male or female, regardless what sort of um, body fat percentage you are. Like, put a bit of muscles in your current body weight and you're going to look way better. And on top of that, this is going to help you lose a bit more fats just by you doing nothing, literally. Like, it's like, I was so blown away uh, how it worked, because for me, like, I tried dieting for so long. I was super fat, I was eating a lot, and I tried dieting. Yes, I lost some weight, but I hit a plateau. Why I hit a plateau? Because like, I had to live basically on 2 or 3 apples per day in order to hit my calorie intake. and to be on a caloric deficit, so I can uh, like have some food, but be in a sufficient caloric deficit so I can lose weight. And it didn't work. And then when I went back to my normal like lifestyle of eating normally, basically for someone who is like 100 kilos, I gained weight. Why? Because I didn't put muscles. As soon as I start training, of course I didn't put muscles in like 2 weeks. It took me like so long. I mean, I've been trying to put muscles for like over 7 years now. So trust me, it's not like a like a really super fast process. But like as soon as I started to put a bit more muscles, I started to like I was able to eat more and not gain weight, because I was having those like I built my bigger engine, which is capable of burning more fuel just by me even sleeping. So you do want muscles, and like if you are so afraid that you're going to like build a lot of muscles and you're going to look bulky, just like try some sort of resistant training um, for maybe a month and see. Like if you get a lot of muscles, then stop. You're gonna lose them fast, don't worry. But I guarantee you that after a month of resistant training, you're gonna feel way better, and you're gonna actually um, you're gonna feel better in your skin. Like I can guarantee you that. And if you don't want resistant training or muscles, you can just have some sort of activity. Like I mentioned it in the previous question, like 100% find something that you really like in terms of activity and go for it. Like football, basketball, volleyball, swimming, dancing, climbing, um, whatever it is that can make you more active throughout the day is going to help you lose, like slim down. Of course, healthy diet, it's number one priority. Like healthy eating is like, as I mentioned, eating healthy ensures um, better good health, better sleep, more energy throughout the day. So all of those things contribute to like slimming down or fat loss process. So this is the first thing you should do. Because you ask, what should I do? Like the very first thing, start eating healthy. Make sure your body is in a healthy state of actually losing weight, not putting fats, because I mentioned in the previous episode how fats are our insurance policy, and when the body is stressed, it's putting more. When the body is stressed and unhealthy, it's putting more fats as an insurance. So uh, get yourself in a healthier state so you can actually be able to lose fats effectively, and then try to be active. I guarantee you that if you do resistant training, you're gonna feel way better. But if you don't like it and you really hate this kind of look, just try to be active. Just try to be a little bit more active throughout the day, not doing cardio like running or whatever, but enjoying some type of sport, some type of activity, which is it's massive. It's so beneficial. Um, so next question: will I lose muscle if I don't eat for a day? That's a completely different direction here, actually. Um, well, muscles are pretty hard to build, if I have to be honest. And like, of course, it doesn't happen overnight, but I mean, it's not that easy to lose them either. Um, like, well, I not like. Let me give you an example. Like, I naturally have a really big, bulky legs. Like, my quads are huge, and my calves are huge, and I haven't really trained them this much, so I get those muscles. Like, I guess it's just genetics. I've been trying to lose muscles, literally muscles, from my legs, because that's going to help me perform better in the bouldering gym, and just in general. Like, I think I would feel a little bit lighter and mm, kind of like more mm, agile if I have slimmer legs. If Yeah, like slimmer is not the right word, but let's say smaller legs. I can't. Like, I can't. I literally can't. I I I stopped training legs for a while. That just made my joints worse. um, it didn't cause me to lose muscles. Nothing works. Like I tried running, same thing. Like just my legs, they're just like that. They're just big, bulky, and that's it. I can't change it. And I know that like I went in a bit different direction, but my point here was that we can't really lose muscles that fast. It doesn't work in one day. It doesn't work in 1 week. It doesn't work in like 1 month even. Like I mean, yeah, I guess if you stop eating for a whole month or like drop your calories with like uh drop your calories on half, maybe you're gonna lose muscles. I guess, but just one day of not eating actually might be beneficial for you, not for gaining muscles directly, but like one day of uh, fasting basically, it might promote a little bit better gut health. In fact, fasting is being shown in almost every religion practice, and I mean, probably people found some value in it. And like, I mess around with fasting for a bit. There was a time where I was doing intermittent fasting, so I was basically eating in an 8 hour window, and I was not eating until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Um, I did not lose muscles, and I did it for like 3 months. Because usually, like, I think if you want to stick to a program or whatever, like 3 months is pretty much the period where you should uh, experiment with it to actually see how it works. So anyway, like, I didn't lose anything. Um, I try from time to time, like maybe every couple weeks or every 3 weeks, I will have like 24-hour fast just to kind of reset my digestive system, because um, even though we are trying to eat healthy, even though we're trying to eat foods that don't really bother our gut, it's we can't really eat 100% healthy all the time. We can't really like have sufficient amount of whatever it is that our body needs. So from time to time, we might end up um, like getting something that's gonna bother our gut, or we might end up like actually indulging a little bit more, or just also I like to do it if I notice that I have some sort of craving. So if I notice that for the past week I've been having more like chocolate craving or sugar craving, um, I would just stay 24 hours only on water. Uh, that's going to kind of reset my receptors, or that's going to reset um, the my brain to perceive food differently. And um, so I think like not eating for a day or having like a fast, it has a tremendous value. And in fact, if you find yourself like with some gut issues, and you ended up like doing like 1 or 2 days fast just to reset your digestive system, that might actually help you build more muscles at the end of the day, because uh, healthier gut means healthier body, means like your body is capable of like adding more muscles or that expensive tissue, which it's is beneficial. So um, you're not going to lose muscles if you don't eat for a day. In fact, you might actually benefit your health, which might end up helping you adding muscles. And the last question is, how do I lose weight without struggling every day? Now, I know today we're pretty much on this kind of like losing weight kind of track, and I mean, why not? It's pretty common question actually. It's pretty common practice when people try to lose weight. So, um, like I left this question at the end just because like I was um I was kind of surprised to see like how do I lose weight without struggling. I think it's a very good question because um, I want to talk a little bit more about struggle here, and what does it mean struggle? Well, I went through losing weight. I went through being obese and having to lose weight and feeling insecure and all that kind of stuff. And I remember telling my mom that no matter what happened, I'm gonna keep eating whatever I want. I'm gonna keep drinking Coca-Cola or Pepsi or whatever my friends brings me when we go to my place and play video games all day. And if even if I die because I'm fat, I don't care. I'm gonna do whatever I want, and I'm gonna just basically stay in my comfort zone. And why I'm telling you this is because I noticed that like the way I changed, actually what made me to want to change is that um I didn't feel comfortable like staying there. I mean, it was my comfort zone, definitely, not having to feel hungry, not having to go to the gym, not having to sweat, not having to struggle with weight and struggle with learning form and technique, and just like struggle with also insecurities of like people calling me fat and stuff like that, in the gym, which actually never happened, but it was all in my head. So uh, it was my comfort zone, but I wasn't feeling okay. So I really wanted to change something. I knew that I don't want to be this person. I knew that I need to change, and the only way possible was that I had to just uh, like just struggle, basically, like put those stuff together, research, know what I have to do, and just do it. I know it wasn't comfortable for me to feel hungry. I know it wasn't comfortable to not like, it was super hard to say. It was a struggle to say to my friend, no, I don't want to drink fizzy drinks, or I'm just drinking water. It was super hard, I'm not gonna lie. It was super hard to say. And still to this day, like, I would go to my friend's house, and or I would go to like some other like people just for a gathering, and like they will literally like feel um offensed if I don't drink anything but water, or if I don't uh just if I don't take a lot of the sweets that they give me. um I know it's part of the culture, but it was a struggle for me for so long, and even until today, like I said, I still struggle with not with just saying no, no, I'm good, I just want water, or no, I'm good, I don't really want anything sweet to eat, I'm fine. Like, it's still a struggle, but at the end of the day, if you really want to change, uh, and if you really want to move on and to go to a next step of your life, you gotta struggle, man. Like, I mean, you gotta sacrifice something in order to achieve something else. It's just how it works. Like, you you can't all the time enjoy those pleasure foods and expect to not be unhealthy, or to expect to be alright, or to expect to not be overweight, or you cannot really lose weight without struggling every day. Like, it's the struggle has to be there, and I think there is a lot of value in the struggle, because struggle is actually what makes us stronger. Like, pleasures are great. Like, recently I had a great talk with a girl from the climbing gym about like comfort zone and pleasures, and like she was just like pleasure is never going to make you grow. Pleasure is um, pleasure is just instant happiness. It's just like at the moment, and it just gives you like, the comfort gives you pleasure, just like a hot bath, for example. Yeah, it's nice, it feels good, but what does it bring you? It brings you comfort, it brings you warmth, it brings you nice feeling, but does it give you any sort of sense of achievement? Does it give you uh, like, do you learn something from it? Do you find value in it, or like anything? Just like, whenever you go out of your comfort zone, whenever you struggle, whenever it's hard, this is when you truly change. This is when you truly um, experience growth, because you learn um, how to overcome those struggling, how to overcome those barriers. And I really don't want this to sound like super motivational. I just wanted to share like thoughts and experience about it. But if you really want to lose weight and you're committed to change your lifestyle and to change the way you look and to change the way you feel, it's it's going to be super hard to it's going to be super hard to endure it. It's going to be hard to say no. It's going to be hard to say, no, I'm good. I don't want this cake right now. Or it's going to be hard to say, well, I'm good. I just want water right now. And that's good. Like really, that's good. Like whenever you feel hungry and struggling with this hunger, like just think to yourself, this is what I've gotta go through. This is what I need right now, and this means that I'm changing. This means that I'm getting better, and this means that I'm improving myself. So um, I really don't know what else to say to this question. It's just like um, it's important to go to struggles through struggles, and it's important to sacrifice things, and at the end of the day it matters more what we want. And if we learn to step away from our pleasures a little bit more, and you know more focus of what we truly want, it's not gonna be a struggle. And in fact, uh, I learned throughout my experience, like I mentioned, how it was super hard to say no, I don't want Coca-Cola, or no, I don't want sweets. um, but in fact, in the beginning I was saying I can't have them. No, I can't have Coca-Cola. No, I can't have cookies. No, I can't have burger right now. No, I can't have fries. And then I thought to myself, like, what the hell, like, why am I saying that I can't have them? Like, who's stopping me from having them? My friends are actually asking me if I want, and I'm saying no, I can't. But nobody is stopping me from it. Like, there's no one to watch over my shoulder and kind of control me. So I was putting those barriers, and I was feeling like I really want to, but I was saying I can't, until I learned to say no, man, in fact I don't want to. I'm good. I don't want cookies. Like, i i I found more value in just like uh learning to enjoy the benefits of food rather than enjoying the taste of it. So, like, I'm pretty happy that I don't like to drink any sort of fizzy drinks right now, and I'm way more happy to um, because I see benefits of just drinking water. And it's way easier, and actually it doesn't take anything to just say no, I don't want, because it's just like I don't want it. It's really this. Like, I know that it is gonna make me some sort of feel good, but I don't find value in just feeling um, feeling the pleasure. I found value in struggling and improving. I find value in like benefiting and nourishing my body, and feeling better after it. So it could be a good way of interpreting, excuse me, the stuff, and kind of like switching or changing the direction a little bit of your thoughts, and instead of seeing it as a struggle, just like see it as a growth. And like it has a huge difference, even though it's just like playing with words. So this was it for today, guys. This was it. This is the last question, and I hope by answering it, I hope I actually managed to provide you with some interesting information, and maybe I motivated you as well. If you like the information I provide you, check out my website, fitlifeblueprints.com. You can find the blog there, and you can learn much more of what I talk about. Um, you can go to free resources, and actually, um, in like in relate to what we were talking today, if you're really looking to maybe um, try to eat a little bit healthier, I've got two great guides for you. Um, if you go to free resources, you're gonna find them. So the one is called Learn How Your Body Works, or actually it's called Get to Know Yourself, the Awareness Journal. Um, this is nothing but a spreadsheet, and in this spreadsheet, um, you're just going to kind of mark or evaluate the way you feel every single day, and you're also going to log your food intake. So you're not going to count your food, but you're just going to log what did you have throughout the day. And at the end of the day, you're going to check how you felt in terms of your energy, mood, stress, pain, sleep, stuff like that. So the goal of this awareness journal is more um, kind of like self-educational. Like this way you're going to find connection between what you ate throughout the day and how you felt. So this is how you're going to gain more awareness of what your body actually needs, because as we talk, um, our bodies are so different, and there's no perfect diet, or there's no like a specific diet plan that can fit every single person. So what can work for me is never going to work for you. So uh, download it now for free. It's called Get to Know Yourself, the Awareness Journal. Um, Start messing around with it for a few weeks, and you're going to be blown away with the results. Like you're going to see how certain foods can really affect your mood, can affect your stress, pain, sleep, energy levels, and you're going to find out which foods are actually good for your body and which are not. Um, Instead of just like going and finding um, foods which are labeled with as healthy. And also, um, if you want to actually step like higher, and then maybe after those 2 weeks try to eliminate most of the foods that um, are bothering you and you don't know where to start, I highly recommend downloading also the Healthy Eating Guide. This is just a guide that explains more about proteins, fats, carbohydrates, and fibers. It explains how important they are, and it gives you examples of food products which you can buy from the shop. So I know how hard it could be to kind of switch from a diet to diet. So this is not a diet plan. This is just like a guide which can help you buy real, whole, natural, healthy products and implement them in your diet. And with the help of the awareness journal, you can actually see which of those foods benefit your body and which not. So I think you're gonna like get a great value in those. And pretty much this is it. You can check out my book, The Blueprint of Health. It's available in Amazon. It's a Kindle version. It's an ebook. Um, it talks about 21 different aspects of health, 21 different aspects that we can change and we can look at and improve in order to get healthier. So I would recommend it for people that actually are really serious and want to get their health to the next level, and feel like they're kind of dialed in with like movement and exercise and diet and nutrition and sleep and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a step higher than what we already learned. And it's not a book that you just read and throw away. It's more of a guide that you follow throughout your journey, and like you keep referring if you don't know something. So I think it could be highly beneficial. And then the last thing I want to mention is that I also offer online coaching. If you like my information, if you like the way I sound, if you think that I can actually benefit you with anything, or you can learn something from me, um, you can actually hire me as your online personal trainer or online health coach. I like more health coach because, of course, like it's not gonna be the same as if we meet and we work together. But I'm pretty sure that for a session or two or three or whatever you choose, actually, um, like I can teach you a lot about food and nutrition and a lot about movement, and I can help you improve your quality of life when it comes to like being a little bit more active and eating a little bit better. Because um, I know, like I have this podcast just so I can help as many people as possible. But if you truly need help to identify those foods that are bothering you, or if you truly need help to um, get more active throughout the day, it's obviously way more beneficial to work, uh, to dedicate some time to work upon those stuff. So I'm sure I can help you with that. Or if you're not sure and you want to actually get to know me a little bit more, not only from the podcast, you can schedule a free call, and we can get to know each other, and you can get to know more me. And who knows, I mean, if you like me, you like me. If you don't like me, that's perfectly fine. This is why I think it's better to have the option than not. So feel free to check it out. I would appreciate it. And this is it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, see ya. Thank you for tuning to Fit Life Radio. I hope you learned something useful, or at least had a bit of color to your commute. If you enjoyed the show, please share the love by introducing it to friends and family. And if you don't mind, please leave a review on your favorite podcasting app. Thank you for your support, and until next time, stay fit.